I have him pinned down below here, a very special guest, but I'm going to go ahead and allow him to introduce himself, a former teammate of mine, man. Go ahead and tell him about yourself.
All right. Well, I'm Zach Pascal. 25 years old. I'm from PG County, Maryland. Went to Wise High School. I'm a wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, number 14. This is my third year coming up playing. And yeah, I mean.
Okay. Just give us a little tidbit right there, just for the introduction.
Yeah.
We're gonna get deep into everything else in a minute. For those who tuning in, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Just keep on coming in. Share this to your friends, family, some people you may know that may be interested in the good conversation here with a good guy here. Great athlete, former teammate of mine, Zach Pascal. So Zach, man, you lived out your dream. You reached the level of success, man, that a lot of us have been dreaming about since we were kids, man, making it to the NFL. Man, how does it feel, man, being a professional athlete, bro?
It feels good, to be able to wake up and say, I made it to the level that I wanted to make it at. But when you actually get in and you got to understand, like, it's still a grind. So I'm still chasing, after something. It's not like I made my dream and now I'm cool. I'm not content. I'm not content with this, with just that. I gotta continue to chase for more. So it's still a grind every day. But I mean, that was a big dream of mine. I'm very excited that I got to the level that I'm at. So
cool, man. And keep going, man. So that was a dream of yours, man. How far ago? How long ago did that dream, come about, man? Was that something that you wanted to do ever since a kid, or what?
This was like I remember my father put me in a football. I was in like the 5th grade, but my favorite team growing up was the Giants, and I wanted to play just like Tiki Barber. That was their running back at the time.
Tiki Barber.
Yeah, Tiki Barber. And so that was like a dream of mine, playing running back in the NFL and playing for the New York Giants and all that. So that kind of was like, I had wrote a letter to my mom when I was in, like the 5th, 6th grade, and she kept that letter the whole time, and that was like what I wanted to do since then.
Cool, man. You still got that letter? It's probably framed, man.
My mom got it. Yeah, my mom.
Your mom got it, man. Definitely. Make sure she hold on to that.
Yeah, she got that.
For sure. Hey, those who are coming in, thank y'all for joining. We got Zach Pascal here, the Indianapolis Colts here, joining us on F Factor Friday Live tonight. And for those who coming in, if you got any questions, drop them below in the comment section. And go ahead and drop some questions, man. We got some questions for you too, man. Some questions that was posted throughout the week, man. A lot of people want to know a lot of things about you, man. A few different things about you. And go ahead and show us some love throughout this call, man. If there's anything that we touch on that you can relate to, that you feel was very valuable, or a gem that you needed, that's gonna help you propel in life. Go ahead and show us some love and hit that heart down there at the bottom right corner of your screen. But so Zach, you say your dad put a football in your hands at the age of 5, and that's where it started. Was football your first love, or did you love any other sports?
Football was my first love. I mean, my father's Caribbean, so he's more used to like soccer and stuff like that. So it was like, when I'm thinking about it now, it was like, why you hand me a football? But it was the best thing he did. You know what I'm saying? It was the best thing he did. He came home one day and was just like, I signed you up for some football. You got practice, you got workouts tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, like cool, that's cool. And then from then on, I was in love with it. I was in love with it.
He threw you out there like cold turkey, man, and just told you got practice.
First practice I had on the game. I remember this vividly. I had on the game jersey with the game pants going to practice. Me and my mom, I got the game jersey, game pants. So they were like, "No, you can't come in here with the game uniform.
With the uniform, right?
Practice uniform." I'm like, "Where I get practice uniform at? You gotta go. Right. You gotta go buy the jersey, buy the, all that stuff." So.
Man, growing up back in the day, man, we'll just take a T-shirt, man, and throw it over the shoulder pads. We ain't even had no jerseys.
Yeah. We had that. We had the hoodies when it was cold. Throw the hoodie on over the shoulder pads, all that.
Yeah, man. Hey, that was our swag back then, man. You was cool if you had the T-shirt, but then as you got older, you needed that jersey.
Yeah, you gotta have the jersey with the back flap, all that.
For sure, man.
Swag stuff.
So, man, tell us. You say football was your first love, man, did you shy away from any interest in baseball, or not baseball, but soccer or any other sport, man? Did you play any other sports growing up?
I played. I ran track in high school, like my last 2 years, but that was for football. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
ever since I played football, that was like what I wanted to do. There was no plan B. There was nothing else that I was interested in. It was like whatever I'm doing, it's gonna be for football. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it was. I didn't have no other sport. That's what I wanted to do.
So let me ask you, man. You say you ran track, man. So is that some advice that you would give to every athlete, that's pursuing a professional career, man, no matter what sport it is, to run track? Because that you need that speed, man. Speed kills.
110%. I would say start track early. Early from a young age. That way, like track helps with just your body in general, keeping your body in place. Your keeping you healthy, knowing how to run, knowing how to move in and out, just knowing how to run, period. And that just helps with, football being fast on the field and all that.
Man, I tried track, man, back home in Miami, but hey, them boys too fast on that for me. So I stuck and I did track and I threw the discus. So that was my track story right there, man. We got some more people joining in with us. And thank y'all for joining. Go ahead and hit that paper airplane at the bottom and send it out to your friends, family, some athletes that you may know who definitely be interested in this story from our Colts receiver joining us tonight on this F Factor Friday Live, Zach Pascal. So Zach, what was it like for you, man, transitioning into high school, man? Because that's when you get more serious about the game of football.
So going from like middle school to high school football?
Yeah. How was that? How was your high school career?
My high school career was kind of, I wouldn't say it was good at all. I mean, we was a run first team. We did a lot of 32 personnel. That's three running backs, 2 tight ends. That means there's no receiver in the game. Either that or we did like 22 personnel, whereas one. It's rare that we threw the ball. So in my career, I only had like 700 yards. I had like 10 to 12 tugs, but it was off like little reverses and bubbles and just trying to find a way to try and make it into college. But I wouldn't say my high school stats or my high school highlights was not for real.
Man, you made it to the league, so it was something about your high school career, man, that put you in a position to get to college,
right?
And then advance your career from there, man. So throughout high school, how many offers did you have, man? Were you a star athlete, man? Were you ranked out there in PG County?
So going into my senior year, I only had one offer, and I was going to camps. I used to me and my father and my mom, we would go to camps, and try to sneak in some of these offers so that I can get some looks going into my senior season. Coming out of high school, I had 12 offers, and I had 10 of them for defensive back, including OD.
Okay.
Including OD.
Okay.
The other 2 was for receiver. So I took the ODU offer, but and asked them can I play receiver, and they gave me a shot, and from there it was receiver.
Man, I did not know that you got recruited to play DB at ODU.
Malloy had came down and recruited and wanted me to play defense. Man,
Malloy is my recruit too, man, and brought me in there, man. So shout out to Coach Malloy, man.
Coach Malloy, most definitely.
For sure. So you knew you wanted to play receiver. What made you do that?
I was the type of guy in Little League. I played running back. High school, I played wide receiver. I want the ball. I feel as
you want the ball.
I want the ball. I know what to do with the ball in my hands. So it was just I want to go make that play, like that 4th down play. Give me the ball. I want the ball.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna pause real quick, man. We got some questions here, man. Someone asked earlier in the chat, who was the toughest DB you ever played against?
Who was the toughest DB I've ever played against? Toughest DB I played against. I would say Kenny Moore.
Kenny Moore. K Moore.
Yeah, he tough. And he gonna work every play.
For sure, man. Oh yeah, K Moore is a great defensive back, man. He played with me at Valdosta State. So I done seen the talent. I done seen him work.
Yeah, he works.
I done seen him make plays.
He works. Yeah, most definitely.
We got another question here from your boy Buck, man. If you could name one takeaway from each team at the pro level, what would you say prepared you for the next opportunity?
If I could take one thing from one team, so I went to the Redskins first. So if I could take one thing from the Redskins, I learned the game within the game when it comes to like league football. You know how things operate. Based, you know, I learned how things operate a little bit. Titans. I learned that, you know, no matter where you come from, your work ethic is gonna get you, you know, to where you got to be at. I would say that. And then with the Colts, it's just, you know, being a great teammate. You know, having great teammates in the locker room, coming in with a smile on my face, prepared to, you know, make somebody smile, brighten somebody's day, or, you know, have or meet somebody new, or it was just a great vibe, you know, that we have in our locker room. That I would say being a great teammate from the Coach.
So, man, would you say? Well, I would say at least a little bit. You know, we had a taste of that at ODU back when we played, man, and I think we had a great team camaraderie, man. You know, and then, you know, I ended up leaving there, but then you continue to play. You still playing there. You still got years left of playing. You said you wanted the ball. You got the opportunity to get that ball in your hands, man, playing some different positions. You know what I'm saying? You had a great quarterback in Taylor Heineke. You also had David Washington, man. But, you know, how was that college career for you, man?
The college career, I would say I learned definitely a lot. I mean, coming in, I would turn on the film, and then coming out, I would turn on the film, and you would see two totally different players. I mean, just with, you know, coach's help. But I would say my college career, I learned every year, and I feel as though my grind in the off season got better and better every year, and I feel as though that shows on the stat sheet. You know, every year my yards either got better or the touchdowns got better, or some got better in that year.
There was improvement.
Yeah, most definitely. And just continuing to have that improvement, and now that grind is just instilled in me. So I would say in college, I learned how to grind for what I have and be, you know, continuing to grind to go where I want to go. So
I feel you, man. I feel you on that, man. I got another question here, man. It's about your new quarterback you got coming in, man. How excited are you about, you know, catching some passes from Phillip Rivers?
I'm very excited. We caught some passes earlier a couple of weeks ago, and it was good. Just got to continue to get more reps at it and get better. But I'm very excited. You know, you got a vet in the huddle now to you know, kind of lead us basically, and continuing to help us learn defenses and doing things like that.
Okay. So Zach, you played all your years at ODU. You know, when did you first realize that you had the chance to go professional and play professional football? I see you had crazy stats, man. Your last 2 years, you had a little under 1,000 yards, man. Some good numbers there, man. So when did you first realize that?
I would definitely say it was the Charlotte game of my junior year. I went for like my best numbers ever, and actually was like, okay, I can actually make it out if I keep, you know, performing like this and continue to grind. And having a game like that gave me a lot of confidence. You know, a lot of confidence that I know I can go out there and, you know, and be great. And so that kind of propelled me from then on.
Right, man. I think confidence, man, is something that we all need within us, man. No matter where we at or what industry, you know, we're living, you know, within our life, man. Because without the confidence, man, you're not gonna reach the level of success you want. We got a question here. What's the most difficult thing about balancing personal life and ball?
It's very difficult. Having a schedule. Oh, communication. Balancing personal life and ball. Communication, and just having your schedule, having everything scheduled out so you know what's going on. See, that's one thing I have to deal with. That's my difficulty.
Yeah. Hey, communication is key. So, you know, y'all listening in, man, don't be afraid to communicate. Let's communicate effectively. Biggest thing with me, I would say, is ask questions. You know, ask questions. I think that's going to get you where you want to be, and that's going to get you the answer that you want. I have another question here for you, Zach. What's the best coach experience you've had so far?
The best coach? Oh,
coaching experience. Yep.
Coaching experience. Okay. Best coaching experience. I would say with the Redskins when I was with, and this is no offense to any of my other wide receivers, because I had plenty of great wide receiver coaches, but I would say definitely with the Redskins, Ike, he actually like sat down. We would watch film over and over and over the same route, sit down and teach me different techniques that I seen work, and he would actually put in the time. And me being an undrafted player at that time, you know, you kind of see like people like they don't really not like they're not gonna give you that time to actually teach you this because it's like, oh, you ain't gonna make it to anyways, you know. And
Right.
it's like, you know, he actually sat down and taught me some things, and I appreciate him for that. And I remember how his coaching style was, and I was tied to that.
So you keep saying film. You keep saying you watch film and watch film, man. How big is it, man, to study your craft? You know, no matter what it is, whether it's football or whether you a sports agent, whether you are a mechanic or whatever it is, man. How important do you think it is to study your craft to perfect that?
I mean, I feel as though the craft is what's gonna make you successful. So that, like, this game is a game of inches. You mess up one detail in your route, and the whole play could be messed up. You know.
Messed up.
So you're right. So when you watch film over and over, you look for keys. You look for any little thing that can give you an advantage over, you know, whoever you're going against. But you learn. I mean, it's so much you learn just by watching film, and watching film with other guys. You know, that knows things too. That way they can teach you. But definitely, film room teach me a lot. I mean, DB techniques, defensive coverages, and things like that.
So I'm gonna stir it another way, man. I'm gonna take this conversation another way, right, real quick. You say you had a coach, you know, that took you in, took you up underneath his wings to show you and watch film with you, man. So just speaking about people that's looking after you, man. What kind of role did your community play, you know, with supporting you and reaching, you know, your level of success? You know, was it just within the home? Was it outside? And you know, tell me about that.
Well, I definitely had a lot of support from back home. I had guys in PG County. No matter what happened, you know, I knew they was in my corner every time. Having that support, helping me like to having my family. You know, my family always kept me humble. You know, don't get caught up in all the hype that people give you, because you know one day they love you, one day they don't. Continue to grind, continue to stay focused on what you're doing. And I have great friends back home. You know, great family members that you know keep me on that mentality.
I got you, man. I got you. And let me ask you, how do you feel about giving back to the community? You know, what role do you play in giving back to the community?
Well, I have a plan in mind. I have a plan in mind that I'm trying to go forth with. I want to build a so you know how you have like exos in all
Okay.
these Florida cities and these Texas cities and these California cities, you know, and we don't really. I feel as though we don't really have one in the heart of Prince George County, and I feel as though there's a lot of talent, you know, in that county. They just need the right, like the stuff that people are getting in Florida and Texas and Cali. We can put it right, you know, right there in PG, and that'll help, you know, more guys, you know, come out. And as you can see, like it's guys coming out. We can have it right there in Maryland. You ain't got to go nowhere.
I feel it, man. Hey, continue to work on that, Zach, because I know it's gonna manifest, man. I know the position that you in. You know, you're gonna make some shape. You're gonna make it happen. And for everybody who tuning in and on the call right now, you know, y'all stay tuned for what Zach is gonna be bringing to us, you know, in the years to come. So definitely go ahead and follow Zach. I have him tagged down below, pinned down there in the comment section, OK6 underscore on Instagram. Definitely go ahead and follow Zach. Keep your eyes on him throughout this season. He was the Colts leading receiver last year. Great accomplishment there to you, Zach, man. Kudos to you, man. I'm going to clap it up for you on that, man.
Appreciate it.
Y'all drop some hearts and show that boy some love. I'm pretty sure it's bound to happen again this upcoming season because I see you working. You know, I see you working every day. Zach, let me ask you, man, what kind of advice do you got for kids that's looking up to you, for kids who looking to reach their professional dreams in sports, and for people who just, you know, battling, fighting adversity and obstacles, man, to reach the next level?
I would say this: don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do something that you want to do. You know, I feel as though control what you can control. There's going to be things that happen on the left. There's going to be things that happen on the right. You control what you can control and take it to the top. I mean, I feel as though the work ethic you put in is what you're going to get out. You know, if you skip practice to go, I don't know, eat out with friends, you know, come game day, you're not going to be as athletic as the person who did work out 2 times a day, and the other people. So I would just say to the little kids, man, just keep working and don't take no negative advice. Not say don't take no negative advice, but don't let no one tell you that you can't do something that you want to do, and
I
always
got
that you
you.
can.
I got you. I got you. Hey, we got any more questions in here? Go ahead and drop them below. I definitely appreciate everyone for tuning in here, for joining us on this call with star Colts receiver Zach Pascal, former teammate of mine, out here doing great things on and off the field. So please definitely go ahead and follow him. Hey Zach, man, right now we're going through a pandemic right now, Zach. You know, we're the climate that we're in right now as a world. It's kind of unbalanced right now, man. It's not the normal for us. But I did see a post that came from Michael Thomas' page about social injustice and things of that nature, man. Did you get a chance to see that video?
Nah, I didn't.
No.
Mm.
Okay, so it was again a few athletes. You got Tyrann Mathieu, Malcolm Butler, Mike Thomas, a few other athletes throughout the league.
Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, what's your take, man? Do you got anything on how you feel about what's been going on in the world?
Yeah, I got to take.
You mind sharing? You ain't gotta get too deep, but just give us a little something.
Man, I just say stay safe. I'm gonna just keep it as stay safe. Man, just stay safe.
Just stay safe. We gonna hold that for a later date, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be a touchy subject, man. You don't probably don't want to ruffle no feathers or anything like that, man. So we gonna keep it at that. We gonna keep it positive, man. So everybody out there, please stay safe. Love on your loved ones and stay safe. So Zach, throughout the week we had some questions being asked, and guys, Zach is a very busy man, so he got some things he got to do soon. So we're gonna be wrapping up the call pretty shortly. But Zach, man, how did it feel to lead the Colts this year, man? How did it feel to be the leading receiver for the Colts?
It felt good being the leader. The leader. I mean, it gave me this season was a big confidence booster for me. It helped me to understand, it's just football and just go out there and play like how you always play. And that came with off-season work, with all the guys. So, I'm very happy that I was, to have a season like that. But like I said, the grind continues. Like it's still moving.
You want more,
right? So this season, build the confidence and just trying to see where it goes from here now.
Okay. Zach, I had another question down here in the comments, man. What motivates you the most about being a pro athlete?
What motivates me the most about being a pro athlete? I would say my parents, my family, everybody in my immediate household. Like I do this for them, and when I get it, I give it to them,
You give it to them.
So it's trying to provide for them and help everybody, come up. So that's what I'm aiming for.
Okay. Man, stay motivated, man. Family is a very important part of our life.
Right.
And if it wasn't for your family, you wouldn't be where you are today. You know what I'm saying? Hey Zach, go down memory lane real quick, man, and tell us what was your favorite touchdown from this past season.
My favorite touchdown from this past season. I would have to say the Texans when I jumped over one of their linebackers for the touchdown. I would say that one.
Man, was that your first time ever jumping over somebody or jumping over a pile of linebackers?
No, I wouldn't say no. That's not my first time jumping over a pile, but definitely for a touchdown,
a touchdown.
Yeah, for a touchdown, third down, a big play. So it was good. It was my favorite.
Was you scared or you weren't thinking about it? It just came naturally. You're like, so I got to get this. Let me go airborne.
Well, if you look at the play, I was coming full speed. I wanted to give a move, but he wasn't even moving. So it was like I'm coming too fast. My last option is just jump, like as if I was trying to dunk a basketball or something. So yeah, that was just like just natural type.
You mentioned basketball, man. So that's another sport right there, man. I want to know personally, what other professional sport would you love to play if you had the option to choose?
Basketball for sure. Basketball. Yeah,
So you getting buckets?
I could shoot. I'm gonna stand over there. I'm gonna let you do your thing, You know, when my guy comes in, you dish it out. I got you. You know, I'm gonna get you your assist for sure. You go ahead and assist on stats.
Okay, okay. I like it, man. I like it, man. We got another question down here. Any personal goals you have in mind for the upcoming season? You mind sharing?
Personal goals: Super Bowl, Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl.
and Super Bowl and Pro Bowl. I feel as though
Okay.
a lot of. I mean, when I say that, a lot of people may make a fade like, Pro Bowl, like what, like huh? But that's like one of the things I'm heading for.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's bound to happen, man. It's bound to happen. Keep working, man. Keep grinding every day, man. Like you said, don't let nobody tell you something you can't do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So those people who telling you, Zach, Pro Bowl, you ain't gonna make it to the Pro Bowl. Hey, man, block out those distractions, man, and just stay on the narrow path. Focus on the narrow path, man, and you got it.
Right.
Like Buck said down there, you got it, man.
Okay.
Hey, again, Zach, man, I want to thank you, man. I know this was a short, quick call, man, but man, you gave us everything we were looking for, everything we wanted to hear from out of you today, man. But I got one more question. This is the If Factor Friday live call. So, with everybody here learning about your testimony, hearing everything that you went through, your journey and your background, for everybody who facing adversity and trying to kick down and run through those obstacles, man, we want to know, man, what is your If Factor?
My If Factor, I would say my college experience, man. If I didn't go through my college experience, and there's stories and all that stuff throughout my college experience, if I didn't go through my college experience, I probably wouldn't be the man who I am today, honestly.
I feel you, man. Hey, college is a big part of our life, man, because we got 4 or 5 years there. You know what I'm saying? So we go through a lot of experiences, man. So I definitely feel you on that, man. I definitely feel you on that. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you sharing your If Factor, man. And again, man, I want to commend you for the success that you reached. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight on this call. Everybody on this call, go ahead and follow Zach. He tagged down below. And, follow his journey. Zach got a lot of things in store for us, man, and we looking forward to it, Zach.
Hey, I appreciate
Hey,
you having me, man. Thank you. Appreciate
for
it.
sure. For sure, man. We'll probably definitely catch up again, man, at a
No
later
doubt.
date.
Yeah.
But, man, enjoy this Friday, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, man, and stay up, man.
Y'all be safe. Stay grinding.
For sure. Hey, those who are still on the call, hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, 1,001 times. Hey, if y'all looking for somebody specifically that y'all want to hear from, that y'all want to learn their testimony and journey about, please DM me, shoot me a message, tag them in this Instagram TV post that will be posted after this call here tonight. And let's work to get them on this call, y'all. I definitely appreciate the support. And the love that y'all sharing for me going on this 8th episode of If Factor Live. So thank y'all for tuning in, and we're going to see you next week with another great star host.